Are you depressed, having a lack of energy, don't know how to handle your emotions, living life according how other people live, searching for purpose in life but you don't know how? In other words, are you ready to unfuck your life? In this video we are going to tackle your biggest problems to start living your life today. In the moments when I was at my lowest point, I had those moments too. I was so done with this destructive life of doing completely nothing that my only hope was to change myself. So finally, after a lot of self-doubt and effort, I changed my life. And now, when I'm looking back at the moment, when I'm making that change to unfuck my life at the age of 18, I came to the conclusion that there are 6 important lessons you should follow to start living your purpose as a young man yourself. So, let's get started. Eliminate ego-oriented self-improvement. You are embarked of a journey of self-improvement with the intention to change your life and make yourself a better person, right? However, not all self-improvement journeys are created equal. Maybe you approach self-improvement from a place of ego, rather than living it from your purpose. And I did the same. When I was at my lowest point as a young man, I was depressed, lonely, always tired and unhappy. But one of the goals I had was that I wanted to have a muscular body, but it was driven by external validation. I said to myself, when I'm achieving that goal of becoming muscular, then people will like me more. But I found that ego-motivated behavior wasn't really aligned with my true values. It was not the real reason why I started this. The real reason was driven by my purpose-driven behavior. Because deep inside I really believed that I did gym because it was fun to do. And that it could help myself to become more confident in the long run. And that was the real reason why I wanted to change myself in the gym. So to shift from your ego-driven self-improvement to your purpose-driven self-improvement, take time to reflect on your own values, interests and goals. Identify your real passion and find out if that's the real reason why you're doing self-improvement. So when you switch from ego-focused self-improvement to purpose-focused self-improvement, you will find out then there is the real growth. Maximize and manage your energy in the right way is the fundamental for success. Have you ever felt that you don't have enough energy to get through the day? You wake up, go to school all day, drink 6 cups of coffee, come home when your mother has made dinner for you, and where you then sit on the couch watching Netflix, completely tired. You are stuck in this rut, and this negative tiredness pattern comes back every day. Today, many young men experience the feeling of having a low energy and struggling to maintain their focus and productivity. But there are several factors why you have a lower energy compared to previous generations. Your modern lifestyle is the reason and the major factor why you're feeling tiredness. Long hours sitting on a desk and in front of a screen lead to mental and physical fatigue. Being bombarded from stimuli from your screen and feeling pressure to perform are additional factors. And this is also one of the reasons why I stopped using social media that much. So right now I don't have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook anymore. What I did to have more energy is that I practice mindfulness, taking time to reflect on myself, going to the gym almost every day, having a balanced diet, and also getting adequate sleep. So when you are taking those steps I did myself, you will finally feel more energized and feel that you can do more on a day, also with a high level of energy. And in this way, you can be more productive. Recognizing and managing your emotions are the fundamentals to unfuck your life. I've been through a lot of hard times of managing my own emotions. If you don't know my story, I had an alcoholic father or living 7 years in several foster homes. Didn't know how my emotion worked, which causes separation anxiety, depression, anger, trauma, and insecurity. One of the reasons why I had that outcome was that I didn't know how to handle and manage my emotions. So maybe you have something similar in your own situation. But it's important to understand that emotions are natural and also a part of being a human being. Here are some tips for recognizing and managing your own emotions, which I applied in my own life and you should do too. 1. The most important is that you have to accept your own emotions. It is important to remember that all emotions are valid, so it's important to acknowledge your own emotions without judgment and criticism. Tip 2 is that it's important to identify your emotions. This can be done by simply naming your emotion, like I feel angry, and finally describe why you're feeling angry or why you're feeling that type of emotion. Tip 3, that it's important to express your feelings and emotions in a healthy way. Bottling up your emotions can lead to negative consequences such as anxiety, stress, and depression. Find healthy ways to express your emotions, such as talking to a trusted friend, journaling, or being part of creative activities. I found out on the moments when I was at my lowest point, which I'm still experiencing sometimes right now when I'm having issues with handling my own emotions, is that I mostly didn't have enough sleep, I didn't do my workout that day, I eating like shit, and I wasn't engaging in activities that gave me joy or fulfillment. So by recognizing and managing your emotions in a natural way, you can improve your overall well-being and you're a step closer to unfuck your life. Stop living the life of others and start living your own life. When I was young, insecure and awkward, I often let people influence me because I didn't want to left out. At one point, I just bought shoes from 450 euros just in case to get approval from people around me, like my friends. But looking back at this, I think, why didn't I choose for myself? The reason was that I was too afraid to express myself due to my own low self-esteem, fear, and self-doubt. And that fear and self-doubt you are experiencing right now is the reason why you don't live your life how you want to live your life. It keeps you from taking action to achieve your goals and ambitions. And this is what you should do. In marketing, there is a framework that is called SWOT analysis. And it's used to assess strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of businesses. However, this business model is also something you can use in your own personal life. And these are the steps you should consider. Identify your strengths. Start by listing your own personal strengths, such as skills, talents, and personal traits. Strengths are the things you are good at and which gives you self-esteem and confidence. Identify your weaknesses. Be honest with yourself and think about and identify things you can improve in your own personal life. These may include negative habits or skills you are lacking in. Identify opportunities. Look at opportunities in your own personal life where you can get advantage of, such as new experiences or personal growth. Identify threats. Consider external factors that can pose a threat to your own personal life, such as economic uncertainty, personal relationships, or health issues. To tackle this model in your own personal life is that you need to focus on the strengths and weaknesses in your own life. The strengths and weaknesses are something you can influence yourself, whereas the opportunities and threats are something you cannot always influence yourself, because these are external factors. So if you're not happy with your weaknesses, focus on making that weaknesses a strength. And the first step is to focus on what you want to do and not what others are telling you you should do. It is important to push your own limits, but rather for only 1% growth every day. When I got rid of my depression 7 years ago at the age of 18, I was motivated to change my life. But I'm also a person who can fall in the trap of doing too much in a day. And if I'm thinking back of my self-improvement journey, especially when I started with gym, is that in the first week I went to the gym every day for 2.5 hours long. And I thought on that moment that was the only reason I could improve myself and pushing my own barriers. But on the moments when I didn't feel like it, I skipped the gym because I pushed myself too hard. So it's important to pushing your own limits, but to stay consistent, 1% every day is enough. So think about your own daily habits you want to build or start yourself. So this may include trying something new, starting a challenge for yourself, or doing something which is out of your comfort zone. By making these small improvements consistently, you will expand your comfort zone and you will become a better version of yourself. It is important to remember that progress takes time, so don't get discouraged if you don't see results in the first 2, 3, 4 weeks. In this way, you become 1% better every day. People inspire you or they drain you. Okay, I have a question for you. Who do you spend the most time with? And why are you spending so much time with them? Are they really your real friends? Because surrounding yourself with the right people is crucial for personal success and growth. The people who you spend the most time with have a major impact on our own thoughts, behavior and attitudes. In my high school years, I've been around people which I was connected with. But in one moment when I did a lot of self-improvement and seeing things from other perspective, I become another person myself. I outgrew those previous values of myself of getting drunk, smoking pot and going out all weekend. And I was more searching for the right people and persons around me. But why is that important to be around with the right people, you as a young man? The right people will support you and encourage you in your own goals and aspirations. They will believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. And they will provide the motivation to keep yourself going and offer suggestions in the way you can change yourself. So surrounding yourself with the right people can help you achieve your goals, grow as a person, and lead to more positivity in the way you can change your life. So these were the 6 lessons I have learned to unfuck my life as a teenager of the age of 18. So the core lesson of those 6 lessons is that everything starts with you. Every decision you make, every emotion you have, every friend you have around you. You are the one who determines the outcome of that situation. So if you're a man who wants to make a real difference for yourself in the field of mental improvement, make sure you subscribe to my channel. My goal is to build a platform for where you as a young guy feel motivated to crush your own goals and live the life you want to live. I believe that everything starts with you. So you're the one who can make a difference today for you as a young man. This was the video of this week. Hopefully you like this video and I see you next time. Ciao!